Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you a joke about my vagina to start off this episode, but it's too deep. Quote from Adopted Assassin, my boy left me a little joke to say for you guys at the beginning of this episode. Thank you, my brother. So guys, after some beautiful 5K celebration last week, and a lot of fapping along with that, we are back again for some more of the Armory goodness. Today, we go over the KN44, COD Black Ops 3's AK-47. I honestly overlooked this gun at first, and I think a lot of people did, especially when the full game came out. In the beta, it was actually pretty decent, but when the full game came out, they nerfed it a tiny bit in a few aspects that sort of made it undesirable. It almost felt like it was a sexual cross between the AK-74U SMG from Black Ops 1 and the AK-47 from basically every single COD. Isn't it funny how in every single episode of this, I always mention two guns having sex? Like, it always just comes up somehow. Like, I just always think of it. The AK-74U and the AK-47. The other episodes, it's just two different guns. I don't know what it is. But I guess you could say that a lot of the guns in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 are like little hybrids. After analyzing this gun just a tiny bit more, I have come up with a rather effective, in my opinion, class setup that might make you release some fluid. As we usually do here on the series, let's talk a little bit about the stats of this weapon in multiplayer and how it stands up against some of the other assault rifles. The damage is always first, so let's talk about this long piece of hard metal's overall firepower. Very hard indeed. The base KN44 is actually the fourth most powerful assault rifle. The Shiva, Man of War, and the XR2 beat it out. Some wise words of advice for Mr. KN44. Please do not sleep with any of the female forms of those guns. They will literally shoot you up. I'm not funny. Although the damage isn't really all that stellar, there are some attachments that you can run to help fix this though. High caliber and rapid fire can quite literally help you get your point across with this gun. What I mean by that is that with the increased fire rate and then high caliber, you're literally going to be talking about 1-shot to 2-shot headshots in like an instant if you can get it on target. Next up is without a doubt one of the KN44's strongest attributes, the fire rate. The only assault rifle which beats it out in fire rate is the HVK, or the humping vaginal kangaroo. Yeah, that's what it means. It's pretty understandable though, considering that the HVK is literally like the FAMAS of this game. If you guys remember the FAMAS from Call of Duty Black Ops 1 in specific, not Modern Warfare 2. With that being said, adding rapid fire to this gun literally makes it ogre kill. I'm talking about Shrek now. Here comes Shrek. He comes in, just picture this in your mind. He comes in, takes a giant onion, and shoves it into the barrel of the KN44. Nothing else is really to be said about the fire rate, other than the fact that if you like bullet hose guns and you love assault rifles, this and the HVK are your perfect choices, your bays in a sense. The ones that you would end up sticking your dong into eventually. Next up is the KN's range. The KN44 has the 5th best range out of all the assault rifles. This renders the gun a bit more difficult to use. I think this is the primary reason why so many people don't start off with the KN44. It just doesn't do the job at long ranges. This can be seen on maps like Evac and Stronghold, where you tend to engage in some longer sights. Definitely not the choice if you're trying to be a sniper with an assault rifle. The only attachment that can really help the range of any gun is long barrel, as we always discuss. If you're interested in getting long, oh yeah, use the long barrel. Last but definitely the least, yes, I'm talking about the least here, is the accuracy of this weapon. Guess what, guys? It has the lowest accuracy stat out of all the assault rifles. This, with a high fire rate, low range, and modest damage, is the literal reason why this gun does not get slept with that often. There are just a number of variables pulling this gun down rather than up. As a result, you want to run more than 2 or 3 or 4 attachments, but you also want to run perks, and it just makes for like a messy class overall. At least that's what I've found to, be the case with it. Like, I want to use high caliber, I want to use rapid fire, but I also want to use foregrip and long barrel. So that's 4 attachments right there, and at the same time, I want to use all the perks that I love to use. So there's my issue. That's probably the reason why I despise this gun sometimes. When it comes to accuracy though, guys, foregrip is your only chance at fixing that issue. And finally, guys, we've come to the orgasmic climax of this video, what I recommend to equip to your KN44. For all of you COD players that don't know, as I just mentioned before, I'm always running 5 perks and 2 attachments on all of my classes. As a result, I recommend the grip and the ELO vagina sight. The ELO sight is just sexy as fuck, to be honest. I mean, come on, it just looks freaking amazing and makes it easier to target people at longer distances. With the high recoil of this gun that is similar to some SMGs, foregrip is almost a necessity, mainly because once you get to those long ranges, you want to keep your bullets on target, right? You don't want to like lose that advantage, on top of the fact that your range is also like a little bit more severely reduced compared to some of the other assault rifles. So when you're at brutal ranges, this gun is difficult. It's very difficult to use, guys. So just be careful. Very careful. Very mucho sexo careful. Guys, guess what? There's zombies this week. Oh yeah, here we go, boys. But I won't be the one talking about it this time. That's right. Your good old friend itzHazardous is going to be talking to you guys about the zombies KN44 this week. I hope you guys enjoy his commentary. It should be pretty good, and I'll send you guys over to him right now. And I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. Leave any feedback for the series in the comments section. And next week we'll be coming back to you guys with our 8th episode, the XR2 Burst Assault Rifle. It should be a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys there. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zach P. Yes, call me Hazardous, and welcome back to another episode of the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Armory series with the Nova Phoenix and I. So, guys, this week we're taking a look at the assault rifles as we have gone over in multiplayer. Now, for multiplayer, the KN44 is an absolute beast, as I'm sure the Nova Phoenix agrees with me. However, in zombies mode, it is still an absolute beast. I don't know if you guys remember the STG-44 from Call of Duty World at War, but the KN44 shares the same location on the wall as the STG-44 does in World at War. If you go all the way back to Teleporter C, where the catwalk is, you will see it on the wall right next to the teleporter. Now, I don't know if Treyarch did this purposely or not, but the STG-44 and the KN44 both end in the number 44, so maybe that's a little Easter egg in and of itself. But that is the location where you could find the KN44 on the Giant. You can also find it in Shadows of Evil, I'm pretty sure in 2 locations. One location is in the Footlight District, where it's located on a kiosk in the middle of the street that's filled with cars, and it's directly next to the Beast Fountain. And the other one is you buy a door near the Ruby Rabbit and the train station in the Canal District, and that's where the other location for the KN44 is. Now, the iron sights for the KN44 are okay in my opinion, but just like the STG-44 in World at War, and like the STG in, or as it was called in Call of Duty 4, the MP44, the sights kind of remind me of a midget's asshole. I can't exactly explain how exactly they look like a midget's asshole, but they're just very compact and smushed together. But a couple of the stats for the KN44, just so you guys know, are the fire mode for it is obviously automatic, unupgraded and upgraded. Unupgraded, the KN44 holds a magazine size of 30 and a max ammo count of the 30 rounds in the magazine plus 210 in reserve. The mobility for the weapon unupgraded is quite moderate, I'd say. And now, when you upgrade it, the KN44 is called the Anointed Avenger. A pretty cool name, and on Shadows of Evil you get a beastly orange camo. Like most weapons, I think. I haven't played Shadows of Evil that much, so I can't really share all my experiences with it. However, the fire mode is still automatic. The magazine size now upgrades to a massive 50 rounds per clip, which is absolutely insane to kill zombies with. That means 50 bullets going into a zombie's head. Imagine that. That's insane. Now, the max ammo count for the Anointed Avenger is 50 rounds in the magazine and 350 in reserve, so a total of 400, which is, I'd say, a lot to kill zombies with an AK, basically. And now, the mobility for the weapon is actually upgraded from moderate to, I'd say, pretty high. You run around pretty fast with that thing, kind of like you're running around with a submachine gun, and when you ADS, or aim down sights, you're moving pretty fast, just like when you would hold a submachine gun. I'd say, really, the extra, like, perk to upgrading the KN44 is you get an extended magazine. That's probably the biggest thing. I could deal without the I could deal with the slower mobility just because I could always buy stamina up. However, having 50 rounds in the clip over 30 makes a huge difference. Also, a little back history to the KN44. We're going to kind of revert from going in chronological order here and going to where the KN44 was first discovered in zombies. I don't know if you guys remember the Shadows of Evil reveal trailer, but the KN44 was seen in that reveal trailer, and it was Pack-a-Punch during it, so no one really knew what was going on, but it was pretty cool to kind of like think back and see that, oh wow, we saw this weapon from the start, and it's this beastly now. So, if you're looking for a weapon that has an increased magazine capacity, more reserve ammo, increased damage, and increased mobility when upgraded, the KN44 is definitely a great choice to use in zombies. Guys, that's all we have today for the KN44 and multiplayer and zombies. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know down in the comments below what exactly about the KN44 you guys like so much, on the multiplayer side and on the zombies side. We're curious to hear you guys' thoughts, and until next week, I'll catch you guys later. Adios, amigos.